Good morning, and welcome to Mr. Belcher's Kinetic Energy Kitchen. Today, I'm going to show you different examples of energy transformation that we can witness in the kitchen space. But today, as you can see, it's a virtual kitchen. So let's have fun with it. Now, let's start by remembering the definition of the law of conservation of energy. Remember that the law of conservation of energy states energy cannot be created or destroyed. Okay? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change forms. So, when we say energy transformation, we mean energy changing forms. So, let's start with the most basic one, kinetic energy. Of course, kinetic energy is the energy of motion. When I move my hands, there's kinetic energy. When I pick up this fruit, I'm transferring kinetic energy from my hands, from the muscles in my hands, to the fruit, like this. That's how that works, kinetic energy. So, starting with that, let's go ahead and take an order.
We'll start by making some breakfast. Turn on the grill and let's get frying.
I hope you guys are hungry, because it's breakfast time.
Even though humans spend the entire night in a state of low power consumption, they still require food energy as soon as they wake up. Bacon and eggs provide a high energy taste ratio.
Kinetic energy in action.
Now put your creations on the plate and you can ring the bell to send it out to the restaurant.
Here, we can witness another type of energy transformation. As you can see, to cook my breakfast of eggs and bacon, I had to heat it up. Well, turns out thermal energy is a type of energy as well. So, in this case, I would assume this is an electric grill. Most grills are either electric or if not gas, so that electrical energy is transformed into thermal energy to cook food on a grill. Let's serve it up. I'll be pointing out other examples as we go. Now, let's talk about potential energy. Potential energy is stored energy. Energy that is not actively being used. Okay? So, there are two types of potential energy that I'm going to talk about today. One type of potential energy is chemical potential energy. Allow me to demonstrate. So, chemical energy is the energy stored in the chemical bonds of food, for example. So, when I eat, like this, my body is gaining chemical potential energy, which I can then later transform into kinetic energy. That's how we move. That's how we remain active. That's why we must eat, to continue to remain active. We require that energy. So, the other type of potential energy is gravitational potential energy. Let me show you what I mean. This is the potential energy that an object gains due to gravity. So as you know, gravity pulls things down And as an object falls, its potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Obviously, as it's falling, it's moving, which means kinetic energy is present. But while it's not in motion, it's potential energy. Now we're going to talk about, or talk a little more about, the factors that can affect potential or gravitational potential energy right after this next order.
The smoothie is one of the most efficient forms of human food.
I love
Simply take
smoothies.
some of your inefficient solid food and put it through the blender.
Blender? Oh, there's already some liquid in here. Let's get that out.
Looks good. Pour it out into a cup and then we can serve it.
You don't want this one. It's old. Don't worry, it's gone now. Now I'm gonna make a fresh smoothie. Now, let's see what we got. Now we're cooking a vegetable smoothie. Corn, potato. Okay, that's a start. Is that an avocado in there? Give me that. And let's get some of that in there too. Carrot and broccoli. A little more broccoli. All right. Now that's a real smoothie. Mamma mia. You know what? Let's get a fresh one. Easy. You know what? I think it's time to get a little sound energy into the action. So, let's see what we got. Oh, of course. Now we're going to convert some electrical energy into sound energy. That's more like it. What's next?
Might I trouble you for some tea and crumpets? Tea is a traditional human beverage consisting of heated water and flavor. Let's begin with heating some water using a kettle.
All right, let's use some more thermal energy to heat this water to boiling.
Like most beverages, tea is best optimized for consumption by being placed in a cup.
Gravitational potential energy.
Similar to tea, crumpets also require heat.
Crumpets.
To cook flat items, humans use devices called toaster.
Okay, cool. Let's see, what other forms of energy do we need to talk about today? Well, of course, there's light energy. So, light energy is carried through electromagnetic waves. Let's find an example, shall we? Common microwave. Watch this. Take some bread. First I gotta get a blender in here though. We'll come back to the microwave. Ugh. I need a tomato. So we're gonna make a little bit of pizza here, right? Now I make my pizza sauce with a little special ingredient here. A whole egg. Don't even crack it. Just throw it in there. Whole egg. Blend that. Slowly. Slowly blend it. Okay? Doesn't need to be too watery. Now I like to add a little milk in there. Yeah. That's all you need. That's a good pizza sauce. Ah. So let's pour some of that sauce on this bread. Now, what else does a pizza need? Of course, the cheese. Now we're going to use light energy, electromagnetic waves of this microwave to heat our food this time. It's being converted into thermal energy. All right. Now that's a good looking pizza. That's for me though. All right. My lunch break's over.
Let's try making some soup. As you can see, there are several different kinds we can make, but they all start with putting some water in the pot.
Soup time.
Great. Now fill it up with whatever kind of ingredients you want.
I'm going to show you guys now how to make the best soup in history. Okay? It's called fruit soup. You just take whatever fruits you have in the kitchen, a little bit of everything, and you throw it in there, right? And you got to trust me on this. Now, I know tomatoes are technically fruit, but we're going to skip it this time. All I need now, a little bit of cherry. Fruit soup. And then you top it off with a little grape juice. Right. Yeah! Fruit soup! Heat that up. That smells delicious.